You hear a lot of people complain, this meeting could have been an email, why are we in this meeting? And as a manager who organizes such meetings occasionally, I want to answer that question. Why was this a meeting and not just an email? It's because you don't read your emails. If a manager could write an email, you would read it and follow instructions. There'd be no meetings. All right, well, thank you for checking out this video. But that is honestly half the truth. You know, if a manager could write an email to all the employees, they would read and they follow the instructions, yeah, there would be no need for everyone to get in a conference room, settle down, get everyone to organize. Everyone would just do what needs to be done and we would be done. But that's the problem, is you send an email, you write everything out, you put all the instructions, you say, okay, here's going to be the new procedure, make sure you do this, this, and that. And half the people don't follow it, and then they'll say, oh, I missed that, I didn't get the email, could you resend it? Or maybe they said, oh, I did receive it, but I didn't have a chance to read it. It's all those things. This is why you get people into a conference room and you sit them down. And once you get everyone to sit down and pay attention to what you want to say, you can present your topic, and then you can ask different people what do they think. You can get their reaction, right? So when you have people in the room and you present an idea about new process, for example, well, if you send an email, people are gonna be like, okay, whatever. But in person, you could see people's expressions. You could see more real, like what they think. Are they sitting there like, that's stupid? Or they're like kind of engaging with you and they liking your idea. You know, you can gauge that. You can ask people for their feedback individually. You could go around the room and you could say like, hey, so what do you think, you know, or how would you improve it? Do you think this is going to work? Is there a better option? And you can have more collaborative discussion about something new you're trying to implement. So it turns from like a mandate that you send out by email saying, that's it, we're doing this, to a discussion where you bring other people and get their opinions on. And it's especially helpful if it's something might be a little controversial, or people don't want to do it, because then you can go further and sort of explain the problem you're trying to solve and then get people to participate in the problem solving, and they may be more accepting to the solution you propose to the new workflow or whatever it is you're trying to communicate with the team. Another thing these meetings are good for is for the boss to cover their ass. So let's say there were problems with productions and there were a few mistakes made in this production and next and the following. And what he wants to do is make sure that there's certain QC step has been added to all the productions before they go out. Well, if this problem comes up again after he communicates this information, then the boss above is going to be like, what the hell is going on there? How come these people don't know to QC that? And if it was just an email, it'd be like, oh, well, I sent them an email, but that's not as good as like, no, look, I had all these people in the meeting. We discussed this one-on-one. I explained the problem. They're all told me that they're going to do it. So I had the meeting. I did my job to make sure that information was communicated and everyone clearly understood what's going on. Well, what can managers do to make things easier? One thing I do is, because I have somewhat of a smaller team, I like to call up individual people and discuss specific matters with them, especially if it's some kind of sensitive issue. I do one-on-one calls, and it also works well for me because my team works 24/7, and so not everyone's on at the same time. So I kind of break it up throughout the day, and I call different people and I discuss it individually. Sometimes that's not possible, sometimes it is. But if it is possible, that actually works really well for me, because one-on-one is more personal communications, people will open up more, and you can better discuss whatever subject that needs to be discussed. So let me know if you guys think if I'm right, wrong, or what else you might be doing in order to avoid getting a lot of people into a meeting and waste a lot of time. Please put it in the comment section below. Don't forget to follow on LinkedIn, subscribe on YouTube, and I will see you in the next video.